morning, Birmingham. Today is Tuesday, November 25th. The time is now 9:37. I call to order the regular meeting of the Birmingham City Council. Today's invocation will be led by Reverend Gregory Stanley, pastor, Victory Tabernacle Church of God in Christ in Birmingham, Alabama, and our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Counselor Sonia Smith. If you're willing and able, please stand and join us.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We bow heads and humble hearts. Father, we thank you today. And Lord, with a heart of gratitude, we come before you today to say thank you. Thank you for your tender mercies and for your kindness. And God, in this season of thankfulness, God, we want to be thankful for our mayor and for our city council and for all of our city leaders, oh God. Continue to guide them and lead them in everything that they do. And today, God, give them holy, divine reverence for you. And God, Lord, be led by you in all of their decisions. And Lord, now we give you praise for it. We give you glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Thank God and amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
Of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Reverend Stanley, for that very thoughtful prayer, and thank you, Counselor Smith, for leading us into the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, good morning, Madam Clerk. Would you call the roll?
Yes, ma'am. Councilmember Gunn. Councilmember O'Quinn. Councilmember Smith.
Present.
Councilmember Smitherman. Good morning. Councilmember Vasa. Good morning. Councilmember Williams. Councilmember Woods. Council President Pro Tem Tate. Good morning. And Council President Alexander.
Good morning, President. At this time, councilors, the minutes are not ready for the meetings of July 1, 2025 through November 18th, 2025. At this time, we'll have communications from the mayor. Good morning, Mayor Woodson.
Good morning, Madam President. Good morning to the entire council. Good to see you all this morning. Just a few notes. The first being in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday. City of Birmingham offices will be closed this Thursday, November 27th, and Friday, November 28th, with the exception of police, fire, and 911. Due to that, there will be no garbage or recycling pickup on Thursday. Again, there will be no household garbage pickup or recycling pickup this Thursday. Households, and Friday, households that are typically serviced on that day will have their trash and recycling collected Saturday, November 29th. Again, if your household trash is set for this Thursday, your new pickup date for the holiday exception will be this Saturday, November 29th, and we'll share that on other channels as well. All other days will run as regularly scheduled. There is no trash pickup on Friday anyway, so note. The other is something we've been talking about for the last few weeks with the council, but now we get the chance to talk about it in a more uniform and aligned way, and that is a homeless summit related to our unhoused residents. The City of Birmingham, in partnership with One Roof, will host the State of Homelessness Redefining Community on Monday, December 1st. Again, that is next Monday, December 1st. This is the first of its kind symposium with the intent to bring together faith leaders, nonprofits, local businesses, civic partners, and public sector leaders for a united front and a united conversation about Birmingham's homelessness response and the shared path forward. This is a free event, and it's a public event, and it's open to the general public, and it will take place at 1 p.m. at Regents Field. That address is 1401 First Avenue South. Again, 1401 First Avenue South. We want to encourage people to register at eventbrite.com. And I think the biggest thing I can say, Madam President, is council. I think between executive sessions and one-on-ones and council meetings and committee meetings, we have talked about this a lot. I really hope to see your faces there. I think in addition to that, some information should have already been shared with you about some draft proposals and plans as well. So let's take a deeper dive Monday, and I hope your schedule permits you to attend. Speaking of scheduling and your attendance, I look forward to being on the stage with all 9 of you all tonight for the inauguration. All the city of Birmingham, our city employees, our citizens are invited to join us later tonight as we do the inauguration of the 3rd term. I'm honored to serve, by the way. I'm happy to be a part of something that's special with this council in our city's story. This event is also free and open to everyone. It's a great opportunity to come out and join the community. It starts at 5 p.m. It will take place at the Boutwood Auditorium. That location address is 1930 Reverend Abraham Woods Jr. Boulevard. And we hope everyone can come out and celebrate with us tonight. I have one more note. It's an important note. It's a sad note. But as in 2 days, as many of us gather with our families, I'm thinking about Cassie Ferguson. I'm thinking about Lene. I'm thinking about Miss Bushelon, who is one of Miss Langford's dearest friends, and all the other family and friends who I did not name. But on behalf of the city of Birmingham, to Cassie and Lene and the entire Langford family, we would like to offer our serious condolences to the passing of Miss Melva Langford. I think we all know her as a devoted public servant, not just as First Lady of the city of Birmingham, serving those 2 years, but also really leaning in and helping the residents of District 8 when she served under Councilor Hoyt. She was a devoted wife, an inspiring trailblazer, and a compassionate leader whose life work left a mark on the city of Birmingham. And so we pray for Ms. Cassie and Lene and all of her friends and family, especially at a time when all of us will be with our families. Madam President and Council, that concludes the mayor's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll entertain any questions for the mayor, but I'd like to start first by also offering condolences to the Langford family. I know that Mrs. Langford was important to so many people in this city, and so we share in your offering of sympathy as well. And in regards to the homeless summit, I am excited about the summit coming up on December 1st. I know that those of us who did attend the National League of Cities City Summit this past week, those of us who were in attendance, we were part of a large cities council committee meeting, and one of the issues that we addressed was homelessness and how it affects large cities such as ours. And I know there was a lot of interest in what we're actually doing in Birmingham. And so I know that each of us may talk about that later when we're giving our updates. But I did want to let you know that we're very interested in what we're doing here in Birmingham, and we had a chance to talk to other large cities that are trying to talk about this issue and do things for our unhoused residents. So thank you very much. Any comments or questions for the mayor? Thank you, Mr. Mayor. At this time, we will turn our attention to our agenda. Before we listen to the items that are considered for consent, I'd like to read our statement of conduct of business. All items designated as consent are routine and non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. All items on the consent agenda will be announced by reading the item numbers only. No separate discussion of these items will be permitted unless a council member or the mayor requests the item to be removed from the consent agenda. Additionally, a citizen interested in addressing the council with respect to an item on the consent agenda designated for public hearing, and that's with a small ph, may request the item to be removed from the consent agenda to hold the hearing on the item. Any items removed from the consent agenda will revert to its normal place on the agenda order of business. For remaining matters, all items of permanent operation, and that's indicated with a capital P, will be read, and all public hearings will be announced. Madam Clerk, if you'll read for us the items that are be considered for consent.
Yes, ma'am. The consent agenda begins on page 2 with items 1, 2, and 3. On page 3, item number 4. On page 4, item number 5. Page 5, item 6. Page 6, item 7. Page 7, item 8. Excuse me. Page 8, items 9 and 10. Page 9, item 11. Page 10, item 12 and 13. Page 12, item 14. Page 14, item 15. Page 16, item 16, and please note that parcel 25 on page 16 is being withdrawn. Here we go over to page 22, item 17. Page 24, item 18. Page 25, item 19. Page 26, item 20. Page 29, item 21. Page 31, item 22. And a part of item, if you go to page 33, which is still item 22, parcel 86 is being withdrawn. Page 35, we have item 23. 37, page 37, we have items 24, 25, 26, and 27. On page 38, we have items 28, 29, 30, 31. On page 39, we have items 32, 33, 34. On page 40, we have items 35, 36, 37. On page 41, we have item 38 and 40. Please note that item 39 is being withdrawn per the office of the city attorney. Page 42, we have items 41, 42, and 43. On page 43, we have items 44, 45, 46. Page 44, we have items 47, 48, 49. Page 45, we have items 50, 51, 52, and 53. On page 46, we have items 54, 55, and 56. And on page 47, we have items 57, 58, 59. And that completes the consent agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Councilors, at this time, are there any items that you would like to either add or remove from consent? Okay, Councilor Pro Tem.
Item 47,
And what page? I'm sorry. Okay,
page 44.
that request is to remove item 47 on page 44 from consent. Any other items, Councilor Smitherman?
I just have a question for item 55. I know this is the Equipment Management Department, but which departments are the trucks for specifically? And BDOT?
Park and Recreation, and under Department of Transportation.
To do what? Clean field? Oh, put people in the field? Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Is
That's
that
all.
good? All right, thank you. Any other items, counselors? All right, so we have the request to remove one item, and that would be item number 40, what was it, 46, 47? 47 on page 44. Any other questions, counselors? All right, Madam Clerk.
I'd like a motion, please.
Okay, can I have a motion in a second?
Second.
Thank you.
All right. And the voting has started.
I don't see mine on the pad. Is it up? Okay, sorry. I vote yes.
Okay, and Counselor Woods? Yes. Counselor Smith?
Yes.
All right. So that vote should be up.
All right, thank you. The consent agenda has passed. For anyone that was here for any items that were listed as consent, those have been approved, and we hope you have a great day. Unless you want to stay with us, we will begin to consider the rest of our agenda. Madam Clerk.
Okay, the next item is on page 44, and that's item 47. A resolution accepting the lump sum bid of Gillespie Construction LLC, 1212 Studdard Road, Jasper, Alabama, 35503, in the amount of $108,487.50 for 3262 33rd Avenue North drainage improvements located in Birmingham. This being the lowest responsible and responsive bid submitted, and authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Gillespie Construction LLC in substantially the form contained within the bid documents and in accordance with said bid, providing that the total compensation payable under the contract not exceed the appropriation.
All right, thank you. This item was pulled from consent by Pro Tem Tate. Madam Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, Mayor and Chaz Mitchell. Just wanted to make the North Birmingham community aware of this drainage project that's going to be transpiring in the district. And if you could, please let me know when construction begins so we can highlight that and make the public aware. But thank you. I got an idea where this is on 33rd Avenue. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments regarding that item? All right, Madam Clerk, we're ready for the vote.
Okay. The vote has started. Councilmember Woods? Aye. And Council President Alexander?
Aye.
Okay, that vote should be up.
All right, thank you. That item 47 passes. Do we have any other items, Madam Clerk?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. At this time, counselors, we'll entertain any updates that you have from your district. Counselor Voss, are you ready?
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Good morning, everybody. As y'all may know, many of us on council attended a conference, the National League of Cities. We heard from colleagues across our country. The reality is the issues that we face in Birmingham are relevant across the country: homelessness, housing, addressing the needs of our unhoused. This was relevant in Dallas, in Cleveland, Honolulu, literally across the country. So we're excited to hear more on the State of the Homelessness Summit. That's Monday, December 1st, from 1 to 5 p.m. Looking forward to creating some avenues for some effective policies there. Additionally, in terms of neighborhood association meetings, Redmont Park is tonight, 5 p.m. at the Gardens. Monday, 12/1, Glen Iris meets at St. Elias at 6:30. And Tuesday, 12/2, Forest Park, South Avondale meets at 6:30 at the South Avondale Library. Thank you.
Counselor Smitherman?
Thank you, Madam President. We had a good annual Thanksgiving giveaway yesterday at Sixth Avenue Baptist Church. Thank you to the Omegas, Harmony and Heritage, members of the community, neighborhood officers for helping out. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And I enjoyed going to National League of Cities, especially serving on the Fair Committee, which is the Finance Committee, and serving on the Women in Municipal Government. Also, Madam President, it was her last meeting as large Cities Council president, and she did a very good job. We learned a lot of good information. Different things we learned was about affordable childcare at National League of Cities, the use of AI in city government. You can use it for 311 calls, to track policies. So I think that's something maybe we will look into, even a meeting like this. The AI could get the meeting notes for us, and then we can give out a lot easier. We also got update on the government shutdown and how that affected the country and what does it look like moving forward. They also talked about there may be a possibility of a partial shutdown at the end of January, but they did talk about how TSA was talking to the federal government about covering that pay for them, just in case we had another government shutdown, so that travel won't be affected. So I really enjoyed it. There were some other things that I learned as well. I enjoyed spending time with my colleagues and other colleagues from around the country. So I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, and also roll tide. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Smitherman. And let me just also say that we appreciate the work that you do with the constituency group, Women in Municipal Government. I know that you serve a very big role in that, and saw some of the pictures. I wasn't able to attend that particular meeting, but I think Pro Tem Tate did. And so just seeing your presence and hearing your voice there is very important to the city. So thank you very much. Councilor Williams, good morning.
Good morning. To echo my colleague's statement, I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving and roll tide.
Thank you. Councilor President O'Quinn.
Sure.
Still call you president.
Yeah, that's all right. So for District 5, the Wahoma Neighborhood Association will meet on Thursday, December 4th at 6 p.m. at the East Lake Library. And Oak Ridge Park Neighborhood Association will meet Monday, December 8th at 6 p.m. at the Harris Holmes Recreation Center. On the National League of Cities City Summit trip, I'll share that one of the more interesting discussions that the Board of Directors had was on modern-day federalism and how there's currently a reshuffling going on of responsibilities at the federal level, state, and cities, and primarily the federal government is shifting more responsibility onto states and especially municipalities. So there was a discussion amongst the board about what that looks like for municipalities across the country, and one of the more relevant topics was SNAP benefits. And I was able to tell that 40-member board, what we did here in the city of Birmingham relative to the gap in SNAP benefits and, how we're bracing ourselves for the same issue to raise its head here in the near future, because we know that debate is not over yet. So I was quite proud of Birmingham for what we did in that moment. It was, not something that a lot of cities were capable of doing, even if they wanted to. So, it was one of the things that I was thinking, we have a lot of work to do in Birmingham. I think everybody knows that there's a lot of need here. But we, have a lot to be proud of too, in that we strive very hard to meet the needs of our citizens. And, I just say that because I want Birmingham, the folks of Birmingham, to be proud of themselves and to be proud of, how we serve you, because we are thinking about our citizens every day and try and meet their needs. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, and congratulations again for your reappointment to the Board of Directors for National League of Cities. This is a great honor not only for you, but for those of us in the city of Birmingham. Thank you. Councilor Woods?
Thank you, Madam President. Quick reminder, the Budget and Finance Committee will meet on Monday, December 8th at 3:30 p.m. at Conference Room D&E here on the third floor. Submissions are due by Wednesday, December 3rd at noon. Also, just want to shout out everybody, encourage everyone to have a happy Thanksgiving on behalf of the District 1 office. Just really grateful for a lot of things. I think there's a lot of positive things happening in our community, and just hope everyone enjoys their time off with family. And also want to shout out, point of personal privilege, but shout out Pops. Got married this weekend. Chris was so excited about that, and happy for him, and wishing him all the best.
Well, thank you, Councilor Woods, and I would also like to thank you for standing in the gap and going and presenting the council resolution where we were honoring the Birmingham Retired Educators Association. It's always great to be in a room filled with retired educators, and so I thank you for presenting that on our behalf. I know they really enjoyed it, and they thanked you as well, so thank you. All right, Councilor Gunn?
Yes, just a few announcements for District 4. There are no neighborhood association meetings this week. I know a lot of people are preparing for the holidays, so I want to take an opportunity to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy your time with your family and friends. And as we move into the weekend, I want everyone to know and to be sure to opt outside for Black Friday. There are, a lot of things to enjoy in the city of Birmingham, so take the time to enjoy those things on Black Friday. And then as we move into Saturday, make sure to go out and shop local and support our small businesses. And then the last thing that I have is just want to recognize and shout out Kingston. They had their annual Thanksgiving and award ceremony yesterday, and it was a wonderful time. They had good food and good drinks. So thank you all so much for that. And then just happy Thanksgiving. Those are my announcements.
Thank you, Councilor Gunn. Councilor Smith?
All right, thank you. So, a few announcements from District 8. First, I want to recognize our Thomas Neighborhood President, Julia Juarez, who's in the audience, so thanks for joining us. Next, the Daniel Cason Ministries is hosting their annual I Cared Enough free Thanksgiving meal today. So guests can receive free groceries, free medical screenings, free clothing, and more. Doors open at the Crossplex at 3 p.m., and the service will begin at 5 p.m. Instead of neighborhood meetings, the following communities and neighborhoods will have holiday socials. So on December 1st, the Smithfield community will be meeting at Parker High School at 6 p.m. December 2nd, the Fairview Neighborhood Association will be having an event at the Opportunity Center located at 1600 4th Avenue West at 11 a.m. And December 2nd, that evening, the Thomas neighborhood is having an event at Greater St. Thomas Baptist Church, and that's at 6:30 p.m. So related to the National League of Cities, I just want to say how great it was to see my colleagues shine, to see our Madam President to represent us with the large cities, and then making it to the regional, being a leader at the regional level, to seeing Dr. O'Quinn represent us on the executive board, and Councilor Smitherman representing us with the women in municipal government. So that was wonderful to see you all in your elements there. And then also just being able to attend the sessions that were there, in particular sessions on policy, zoning, and then the women session where we talked about childcare. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Madam Pro Tem?
Thank you, Madam President. The Dolomite Neighborhood Association meeting will be held tonight at the Westfield Smithfield Center. It's located at 1069 10 Mill Road. The next public safety meeting will be held today at 1 p.m. right here in the City Council chamber. And we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. As you all have said, I echo everything you said. I also want to Councilor Smith has recognized Julia, the Thomas president, for being here on today. It is a lot of social things going on. We did have, some great conversation. It was good, getting a chance to spend some time with you all and just seeing the different things that are going around the country that's not just only happening in Birmingham, but everywhere. In particular, you spoke about, the homeless, unhoused issue. I think myself and Councilor Vasa had an opportunity to sit, at a table and, have some conversation with people from Nashville. I had an opportunity to go into, some public safety, events, and a lot of people are watching Birmingham. Birmingham seemed to have been the eye opener for a lot. A lot of people have their eyes on Birmingham and just seeing the great things, that we're doing in this city. But again, congratulations to you, Madam President, Dr. O'Quinn, Councilwoman Smithman. I was at in the women's luncheon, but I was sitting in the back. You did a great job there. It's just a lot of work. One thing stuck out with me that really, really, and I think all of us heard about Just Serve, like how you really become a volunteer, in your community and coming together as a collective, because the government cannot do this alone. People have to get off the sidelines and join in to change the trajectory, of their neighborhood. So it was a lot of things. We went into one session where it was talking about capital investments, how philanthropy, philanthropic, how you leverage, everybody, public and private partnerships to, do affordable housing. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn. And, we definitely want to make sure that our constituents, come aboard and be a part of the process. And that makes people feel empowered when you are part, of the process. And we want to extend, that process to those who want to join in. So again, I wish everybody a happy, safe Thanksgiving. As Councilor Gunn says, shop locally. Local, local, local. Sometimes you have to hit some pockets for people to really, get on board to really address the needs of communities. So I want to say, finally, I know, as Dr. Quinn said we talked about the SNAP, and I think we were at a table, we was actually, Councilor Gunn, Boss and myself was able to tell, I think I talked about the million, how we was able to get it out. But just thinking about how do we move past, Thanksgiving, like how do we come together as a collective and join forces and making sure that families are fed throughout the year. So be thinking about that. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you so much, and I'm excited. I know that you'll be lending your voice to the Public Safety Committee or constituency group, and so we look forward to the information that you'll be bringing and sharing on that front. So thank you. As has already been said, we did have an opportunity, 6 councilors were able to attend the National League of Cities, the City Summit, and we were joined by over 3,400 other local elected officials throughout the United States. And as already been shared, it benefited us very much to be able to hear those voices, as well as to talk about the things that we're doing here in Birmingham. And has already been said, I did in my tenure as the chairperson of the Large Cities Council, and this particular group is comprised of cities like size as ours, even larger than ours. And so just hearing some of the information and programs that they had, they were very interested in our Choice neighborhood and the grant that we got. People just were wondering, it really was an opportunity to show federal and local engagement in being able to bring opportunities for our residents. And so they were very interested in that. I don't know what y'all talked about at that table, Councilors Vasa and Tate, but everyone was very, very interested in what we're doing here in Birmingham as far as the challenges that we have with our unhoused units, residents, and what we're doing. So a lot of interest was in that when we talk with other large cities. So I'm grateful to the residents, to the city, that we had that opportunity to have those discussions. We do not have any neighborhood association meetings scheduled for this week in D7. I want to join colleagues in wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. On more of a personal note, when we talk about family and Thanksgiving, I did have the opportunity this weekend to have my granddaughter join me in membership in Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So it was a great family moment for all of us. She joined 94 other young ladies as they were initiated into the Alpha Psi chapter at Tennessee State University. So very excited for her and for all of those young ladies as they began a lifetime of sisterhood and community service. So I'll just say happy Thanksgiving, Birmingham. Spin, spin, spin. Football, football, football. Eat, eat, eat. Roll Tide, roll. So, all right. At this time, and I want baby to go home. And also, we look forward to our Turkey Day Classic in Montgomery. So we want those Alabama State Hornets to win, win, win. How about that, okay? And we just want your own team to win. We're just gonna be happy for family, food, and fun for this weekend and Thanksgiving. Thank you. At this time, Madam Clerk will entertain any comments from the public that we have.
Yes, ma'am, we have one speaker, Charlie Powell.
Good morning, Mr. Powell. As you come forward, remind you have 3 minutes, and if you just give us your name and your address, thank you.
As some of y'all know, that I'm a nonprofit organization they call Panic, and we have some things going on in the Superfund site, and rather than just try to get it all in 3 minutes, there's no way possible. So I wrote out a draft for all 9 of you, and I left my card on here. I would like to get a response from this because our neighborhood is not getting any better. Actually, it's getting worse. And it's been said that we don't want to move. I think that was the biggest lie ever been told. I do have documents of everything I'm saying. So I wrote a draft out, and this draft hopefully give y'all something along with what the people saying that may want to move. The ones that don't want to move, we'll have to figure that out, but the north side is not getting any better, so who do I give this to?
If you place that there, we'll get that from you, and we'll pass that out. Thank you so much.
And with that being said, now, I would like to really hear from y'all because I done been through 4 mayors and a host of council members, and one didn't do anything. One, when he decided to do anything, he lost the election, and the other one, they got rid of him, you might say. That's sorry about that. But now, this new administration we had for 3 years look like this mayor trying to work with me. And I hope y'all will work with me too. And we'll start our meeting back up the last Thursday in January. And I would like to see our new council member in our district. I hope I can get them at St. Paul Baptist Church and the new or whoever the chairperson is now. I would like for y'all to come out for our meeting, if I can get y'all out there. I left a card there, so y'all, my email address, and y'all can contact me. And thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. We appreciate that. We'll get that information distributed that you brought us. Thank you very much. One other thing I will say, we did have a very good discussion about public speaking and getting comments, and so I'll be sure to give that information out to the council. We learned a lot of things about this particular part of our agenda, so I'm excited to share some of that we had. Yes, Councilor Smitherman?
I also forgot, I was in a session dealing kind of with public comment, but it was around different ways to get different forms of public hearings. So I think it was called maybe public assemblies. They don't do it in the United States, but they do all over the country. And it's like a randomization of people. You send out postcards, but then they also taught us different forms of how to express our opinions, but in a very constructive way, even though it was kind of silly with games, but it made a lot of sense. So I would love to bring that to you all to see how we could use that. So we can get difference of opinions from people when we do public
I believe
hearings.
both of those would be very helpful to us, because again, the session I was in, what was it called? The good, the bad, the legal. And so really gave a lot of thought about what we're doing here in this particular part. So thank you very much. We'll be sure to entertain both of those. At this time, we do want to thank our officers on duty today, Officer Campbell and Officer Square. Thank you so much for your service. We hope you get to spend some time with your family as well, okay? All right, thank you. So at this time, is that everything?
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
All right, thank you. Meeting is adjourned. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Well, I'm wishing all the residents of Birmingham, as well as District 7, a very happy and blessed Thanksgiving. We know that this time of the year, we're always showing grace and gratefulness for the blessings that have been bestowed upon us, and I'm asking all residents to do the same.
Thank you. How are you? This is our 8th year giving out and providing for residents here in District 7.
A lot of people don't have, and a lot of people do. But I'm one of the blessed ones today that this was given to me, and I'll make sure I do right with it and share it.
Love you, thank you. Good to see you, baby. All right, big
And reach out for a helping hand to carry the
Hello, this is Pro Tem Councilor LaTanya A. Tate, just stopping by to wish everybody a safe, happy Thanksgiving. Wish you all the best, you and your family. Hope you guys eat a lot of great food and just be safe, and blessings and peace and love upon you and your family.
Hey everybody, Councilor Clinton Woods. Want to give a special thank you to Calvary Resurrection Christian Church. We were able to partner with them this year to provide this Thanksgiving goods and boxes and turkeys to the community. I think it's very impactful, just an opportunity to let people know that community leaders, that we care, that we want to give back. And just during this season of Thanksgiving, just a great opportunity to partner and give back, make an impact in our community. During this holiday season, be sure to think about all of the things that you can be thankful for, and think about how you can impact the lives of other people for the better. So continue, enjoy your break, but always be thinking about giving back and making an impact on not just you, but all of those around you.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl O'Quinn, City Councilor for District 5 here in the city of Birmingham. We just wrapped up a Thanksgiving food giveaway here at Jefferson County Family Court. Hundreds of people were served. We were able to give out whole turkeys, turkey breasts, hams, food boxes with fresh vegetables and fruits and other Thanksgiving traditional foods. So it's a good day and timely.
One ham and one box.
Hey everyone, this is Crystal Smitherman, Birmingham City Council District 6. We're out here in District 6 at Hemp Hill Elementary School. This is our second school giveaway for the holiday season. Just really giving back to families, helping those in need, especially those families who are on SNAP. Just making sure that everybody is able to have a fresh and healthy and just amazing holiday meal.
So we are here at 94.9 here in the heart of District 8, and 94.9 has reached out because they are having a food drive. It's great. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to know that community thinks about others, that we think about others, and we're here to help each other and work together. People that are coming from all different parts of the district, different parts of the city, that are coming here for the common cause of just doing what's right and what's good for our neighbors. So I just wish everyone a safe and fun and enjoyable Thanksgiving and holiday season. Hope that you're able to enjoy time with your friends and family, that you're able to travel to see those that you haven't seen in a while, and enjoy that connection with loved ones.
We know that Thanksgiving is hitting a little bit differently for a lot of our families this year, and so I hope that you've been blessed and be able to sit down and be grateful for what's been given to you.
Hello. Hi there. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna leave here. I gotta get Chelsea back to Atlanta.
Hey, this is President Pro Tem LaTanya Tate coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah, the National League of Cities. I have enjoyed my time here. What I've learned here, and what's super important, is I've learned how relationship building and working together as a collaborative, not just government working alone, but private, public partnerships along with community. All voices matter. So definitely want to keep implementing and stressing how important relationships and collaboration is. And so we'll definitely be doing this these next 4 years with my constituents and moving the city forward.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Vasa here in Salt Lake City with a lot of the members of our Birmingham City Council for the National League of Cities City Summit. We're meeting with folks from across the country who really are dealing with a lot of the same issues that we deal with in Birmingham. Some of the things that have kind of come to the top are issues related to affordable housing and our missing middle, how we address our homeless populations, as well as how we take tech best practices and incorporate them into Birmingham.
Hey everyone, Crystal Smithman, Birmingham City Councilor for District 6. We're out here in the great city of Salt Lake City, Utah. One takeaway that I have gotten from the conference is the use of artificial intelligence. I really want to encourage the city of Birmingham to use that in every area, whether it's with our budgeting, tracking our policy making, even just recording notes from our public hearings, committee meetings, and council meetings, just making life a little bit easier.
I just came out of one of the best sessions I think I've ever attended at any conference, and it was all about treating each other with dignity and respect. You know, fortunately, we don't have a lot of political division in the city of Birmingham that I've experienced in particular, but it's something that, you know, there's the potential for that to happen. And, you know, I think that I've been equipped with some tools to help us when we might encounter those situations. So, you know, that's what I'm feeling inspired about right now.
So one thing that I found really important and useful at this conference was just a reminder to listen to one another and be thoughtful in the words that you say and being empathetic to those people that are telling you their story and sharing their concerns, and just really just be better people. So the spirit of collaboration, working together, and listening to our residents and our neighbors was one that was really well received by me.
Today we had an opportunity to talk about housing, AI, as well as how we work with local and other state and federal legislative bodies. And so I had an opportunity today when we talked about housing to talk about our recent $50 million grant that we received from HUD. We'll be going into the Smithfield neighborhoods and we'll be able to revitalize, transform those neighborhoods. So I was happy to do a little bragging about what we're doing in the city of Birmingham to improve housing and make it affordable, as well as changing lives in our district.